episode 13, and I'll be watching it from Funimation's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0, go! Oh man, I've been waiting months for it. Jeez! And especially miss hearing the anime Plex and the Funimation logos playing right before a one-rank priority episode. Oh. It's a shame that things ended off on a sad note regarding Koto, though. And so now I'm starting out with footage from the previous episodes, though, but I'm guessing there's going to be a grander narrative purpose to this, though. Huh. And honestly, it is sad just seeing the things ended up involving Koto. Oh, okay. I thought for a second that it was going to actually be half of the episode being recapped and half of it being actual footage. And considering what went down, I'm not gonna blame I for not going to school for a small bit, considering what happens there. No one her age should be having to go through something that distressful. But that's life, unfortunately. Doesn't care about age at all. And honestly, those manipulative bastards actually making it seem like there was a chance our girl had of reviving Koto, you know? The thing is, the only way she's gonna really know why Koto ended herself is by reviving her, but unfortunately, off of what happened in episode 12, that really isn't the case. And that's something that's gonna be impossible. Now, if I could only guess as to why Koto didn't talk to Ai, it's probably because my guess is she didn't want to cause her friend to go through any emotional distress. That's going to be my guess. And another thing could be maybe Koto. Hey, I actually missed the opening of the series. And I'd say another reason as to why maybe she didn't sell anything to Ai is because maybe deep down she knew that if I knew that Koto was going to take her own life away, then I might have been inclined of following her to the great beyond, to say in a lot less grotesque words. That's my guess. And speaking of which, hello, Grafon. Hope you're having a fantastic day right now. If you wonder why I didn't read a live chat comment earlier, it's because I was just checking just to be sure that it wasn't a full recap episode, because I was getting paranoid. Because we never know with Funimation. Funimation, sometimes they fuck up in their uploads. I know because I've been watching all the non-sequel, non-spin-offs for like 5 seasons straight. And Funimation does have a tendency of fucking up sometimes. Oh, hello, Levi Ackerman. Hope you're having a fantastic day right now. Ironically enough, it kind of benefited me that I worked today because Funimation actually uploaded the wrong version of the episode. Apparently they had nothing but recap. But now it's back. Well, it looks like it's still in the recap. But hey, you know what? I don't mind too much as long as the last bit is actually new material and the ending is stuck, you know? bullshit! She did not forget her wallet. More like she's pretending she did. But that's why I love Rika, though. Like, the way she can just lie at the tip of her tongue is just absolute baller as fuck, if you ask me. You know, out of all the reactions, I'd say Rika's reaction was the saddest when it came to her realizing that she couldn't revive her friend, and when she lost her partner too. That was the saddest because she actually bonded with the little creature the most. Honestly, if you ask me, as far as anime go, Momo, I'd say, even though she does give boyish charms, I don't think she gives that much boyish charms. Then again, I'm not the right one to ask this because I watch 40 anime a freaking season, so my opinion would probably be warped in comparison to other people. Neru! Woo! You know, even though I saw that scene previously in one of the previous episodes, Ai's reaction to that never gets old. You know, Neru ain't wrong about that. There are almost always things that we don't like about ourselves that we try to change. You know, something I have to comment on. I love how the animation quality is so great. You even had background animation. Because this season, maybe like 2 or 3 animes bothered with that. I know Super Cup was one of them this season. I just gotta... Seeing this recap, it just makes me marvel at what the animators of Wonder Egg Priority accomplished for its first 12 episodes. Ooh, yeah, just looking at those. Oh man, honestly, poor girl. Just seeing those scars. But thankfully, at least Neuro survived her experiences, at least for now. You know, even though Kotobuki was around for only 1 episode, I actually like the scenes involving her. Especially considering it delved into, like, a person that was in between the state of alive and being dead, considering her vegetative state. Speaking of which, it's like the writers of my line. The moment when I said vegetative, the Nero says it like that simultaneously. Oh, man, even though Kotobuki's circumstances were set at the very least, she had some, I mean, she found the information, at least some of it she was looking for. So it could have been worse for her. But honestly, though, it does make you question the way Funimation did handle things, though. I'd say if it's going to be an hour special, they should have at the very least had an episode 12.5 with half of it being recap, and if there's only going to be 23 new episodes of Wonder Egg Priority footage, they should just split it up. But, I mean, I guess... No, they do have to say, I mean, it's Animeplex funded. Sony does own Animeplex and Funimation. It's just more of Sony's questionable decision making rearing its ugly head again. I do like... I do like how the words between these two took a really huge ominous turn around episodes 11 and 12. And biggest surprise is when I first saw Ura Nuraka, I thought I was gonna absolutely detest them, but I ended up liking them more than I could have ever expected. As for Chimi Yuri 3, here's the lowdown. In the morning, Funimation, they fucked up big time because apparently, from what I read on my anime list, they uploaded a 23-minute recap because Funimation is they are dumb sometimes. And apparently, from what I've read on my anime list, I didn't read any spoilers, but apparently, about 20-30 minutes ago, Funimation just barely released the full hour episode, with the first half being a recap of 23 minutes and the last half being episode 13 footage. So it's not a recap, it's more of Funimation fucking up, which makes me wonder, where does my money go when I pay on Funimation subscription service? I feel like I just burn my money sometimes whenever I use Funimation site. But, in saying that, at least they fixed it, Funimation, after like 12 hours though of having the wrong episode out. But yeah, that's the deal. Now it's officially out, the episode Chimi Yuri 3, but only like a few minutes ago though. And it took Funimation almost half a day to fix it. So I hope that provides the answers to the question. Yeah, because so far it's 11 minutes and 31 seconds in and it's still recap. So I'm assuming that once it gets to like the 24-minute mark, that's when it's going to hit new material. Although for me, it's too late. I can't just skip to the 24-minute mark because I'm already watching the recap, so I might as well just react to the recap and then the new material. Because the reason why I didn't look up too many details is because I wanted to avoid spoilers. But yeah. Hope that answers your question. And also everyone else too. But yeah, pretty much short answer is Funimation goofed up again. It wouldn't be Funimation if they didn't goof up at least 5 to 10 times a season. They also messed up last season with their official releases for Heaven's Official Blessing, and that still pissed me the fuck off, Funimation. I'm still pissed about what they did with that series. Oh man, that peak. The thing is, though, I'm not going to blame Maya for calling out Sawaki, though, considering the things that went down. The whole situation was Maya Studio Yoshi LP. Half of it is recap, the other half is actual material. The thing is, though, in the morning, Funimation for 12 hours, they stupidly left the first 23 minutes, which was a recap only. And then just barely 40 minutes ago, they fixed it by having the full 1 hour special, which is 23 minutes, a recap, and apparently 23 minutes is the actual footage. So what I'm reacting to right now is the hour special, because in the morning, Funimation only had 23 minutes, which was just a recap, apparently, from what I read on my anime list. So that's pretty much the situation. Hope that answers your question. Pretty much a Funimation fuck up, which we shouldn't be surprised. I have the Funimation streaming service for multiple seasons, and it isn't Funimation. They don't fuck up at least 10 or 12 times a season. Makes you honestly wonder why they don't get better, I don't know, better server testers or beta testers or anything. But yeah. I guess they spent their load trying to stream the Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train movie. I'm assuming that's where the money went to, probably. Okay, seeing Fro like that for the first time. Even though I know all these details, it doesn't cease to creep me the hell out. Especially since Fro's like the mix of adorable and just unsettlingly creepy. I haven't felt like that since maybe Yunagasai from Mirai Nikki. And that's been a lot. Because I watch a lot of anime, I've seen a lot of creepy characters, but Frill's definitely up there. I'm not gonna blame them for not picking up on Frill's tendencies though, because they raised Frill like a daughter, so you're not gonna expect her daughter to pretty much eviscerate your family members. So I'm not gonna blame him for the even though it's a mistake and it had extreme consequences. At the same time, though, yeah, they really could have handled the. No, honestly, when it comes to Frill, the biggest mistake was making her into existence, but there was no fucking way they could have predicted shit was gonna get that wild that quickly, though. Oh man, I remember when they showed Himari's death, that was just sad as hell. As for Edgar Sayago, there being a season 2, the only way I'll be able to tell is once I react to the second half of the One Rake Party episode 13. Because that'll determine whether the series opens the door for a season 2 or not. I'm currently reacting to it. I've only got 7 more minutes and then the recap's over, then I'll be able to react to the actual episode, so I have no idea. My guess is no, though, because if you had to ask me, I remember reading that One Rake Priority did not sell well. The series is good, but Japan didn't like it enough to buy the Blu-rays, unfortunately. I think the series sold like 300 Blu-rays, which is abysmal, because the average is 3,000 Blu-ray sales. Anything above 3,000 is usually good. 10,000's a hit. 5,000's pretty damn good. If you can't hit 1,000, that's usually a big financial failure. So the prospects for a season 2 are low. Because I do check the Blu-ray stats for a lot of animes I like. So that's my honest answer. I think the odds are low. Unless it made money off of maybe streaming or anything like that. But most animes don't get a season 2 just because of streaming. Some of them do. I mean, Tatano Yusha did it. Dragon Maid did it. Dragon Maid didn't sell a lot of Blu-rays, but it had high streaming numbers in China. So it's not impossible. It's doable. It just rarely happens. Damn, it is still on recap. Oh, shit. Anyone have any questions? I can answer them while they're recapping. Like, if anyone has any questions in the live chat, I'll answer them, though. Because, wow, they're still on recap mode. I am... Holy cow. And you know the thing about the recap episode that gets me, y'all? They had a recap episode previously. So if anyone really wanted to catch up, they could have just watched that. And saying that, I do like how they're showing that clip where you see Rika and the other stuff for the psychological consequences of what went down. So that is actually good right there. Oh, as for Edgar Sayago, cool, alright, thank you. Thank you. As for me, I'm definitely pumped to see what they're going to do now. Woo! Although I'm saying that, if I would have known that half of it was going to be a recap, I would have started my reaction from like the 23-minute mark. But then again, I had to play it safe though, y'all, because if I would have looked up details, I might have found spoilers, so I just had to play it super safe. Because you never know with the anime community. Sometimes they do major spoilers. I do like how, when, at least in this one, the recap, they do go on the concept of parallel timelines. Kind of wish the series would have had two course to delve deeper into that. But you know what? With the time they had, I think the series still really go with that topic. Especially the emotional end where you see the other eye sacrifice herself to save the OG eye. And just the way she smiled when she said he's gotten stronger, it is. Now that's the type of self confidence that I like to see from Mai, because I remember I in episode 1 didn't have that much self confidence. So it's nice to see how much she's grown throughout the span of, I should say technically 11 episodes, because one of the 12 was a recap. And you know those words might have a lot of impact considering what happened to Kota also. Because she knows the full-on consequences of what it's like when you really don't understand one at the, well, not even say at the fullest, but a significant amount, which could cause a lot of psychological consequences. Woo! And I just hope though that I can legitimately become an adult, because with this series, I don't shit. Who knows if she's gonna actually make it through alive? This season, for some reason, has killed off main characters with like zero remorse. So that's why I'm kind of scared for I. I'm like, please don't die. I want you to live, damn it. Oh, I guess it can't be too greedy as long as I'll settle for at least 3 or 2 out of the main girls living. I guess it can't be too greedy. Gotta admit, the music series, on top of the visuals, it is really well done. The thing is, though, even if she asked her sensei, I don't think he would necessarily have the answer to why Koto ended herself, though. I don't think no one really will. Unless Koto had some kind of like makeshift diary, then maybe there's a chance. Whew. Yo, the way she said you can see her again was pretty dang ominous there. Alright, now that's a great way of looking at things. Yo, and the way she says that, too. With full-on confidence despite how powerful the opposition really is. They're gonna really... Oh, it's gonna sting seeing the other eye die again. Isn't it? And just the creepy sound. Oh! Speaking of which, I'm not going to memorize Kudagura Greatest Matured XV8. Oh! Oh, man. I know I saw that 3 months ago, but that doesn't make it any less painful, though. She did with all she had. Now she's definitely going to have that extra weight on those shoulders, because now she's going to make it alive. I know it's been 3 months, but I remember the other Ice Bonnie being a bit bloodied up. At least when it comes from the spot. Oh, okay, there's the blood. Yeah, I was like, where'd the blood go? Oh, yeah, good, good. I was getting worried for a second that my memory was deceiving me. Well, at least my memories were deceiving me. Alright, looks like now it's back. Oh, Sopel T. I'm watching off of Funimation's website. Which I do. I pay their premium service. It's $6 a month for the package I have. But yeah, they currently have the episode right now. Well, at least in the US. Some other countries might have it in different websites. Right. Yep! Legitimately new material. No more recap. Yes! Honestly, though, having a little bit of selfishness isn't bad one bit, though. Although now it's kind of scary to see how it looks like. I don't think it's necessarily blaming an adult that's causing the happiness. It's just the mix of what's been going on in her life that's probably causing unhappiness. Because it's possible to be an adult and be happy, but it is harder because when you're an adult, you do have more responsibilities on your shoulders. Honestly, quite a well-started episode. I thought just off of the episode 12 recap, cliffhanger, it was gonna start a bit more bombastic. Not that I mind it one bit though. I'm watching it on Funimation's website, very Salon. They charge $6 a month though, but that's the official way of watching it in the US. Depending on the country, other sites have it, but I know for sure in the US it's Funimation. Because I know Crunchyroll doesn't have it. At least not in the US. And hey, that's a cute little sticker there with the 4 girls on the phone. Oh, that's pretty adorable. But you know, if Nero's in this, I'm kind of scared to see what type of state Momo or even Rika are in because last time they showed them off on the television, they did not look like they had all their marbles. Well, at least Rika didn't. Not to say that I'd blame her. Okay, yeah, the way the... Oh! No, it has to be some kind of figment in the imagination of I, because there's no way it could... Oh. Okay. At least it's nice to know how why things broke down the way they did, but Aww. Um, Now it's making me wonder if this is actually reality right now, or if it isn't the perception of I's memories being affected. Yeah, because something feels off, and I mean that in a good way. Yeah, especially considering the fact that yeah, it's an hour long Ruslan, but the thing is, it's technically only 21 minutes long because on Funimation's website, the first 24 minutes are recap. The other 21 minutes are actual footage of the episode. So technically, it's 21 minutes long. Hmm. Whoa, okay, no, yeah, definitely. Maybe, okay, now if Nero's reacting that way, it's definitely gotta be she's going through a nightmare because there is no effing way. Nero of all people would not be saying that towards I. Speaking of which, okay, now I know what you're saying, Edgar Sayago. Yeah, Vector, you're right. I'm watching it on Funimation's website. They have it. As for Rissalon, it's an hour long episode, but Rissalon first half is recap, the last half is new footage. So pretty much if you watch the episode, you can pretty much skip the first 23 minutes. Hope that answers the question. I gotta admit, the artwork in that scene looks pretty damn good. Even love how you can see her clothing really humid. It's a detail that some animes don't have when there's raining sequences. Especially that scene where she just slams it down. That looked good. Cannot remember how many animes really fucked up the rain sequences. This season alone. I'm assuming she's gonna try to see Rika now going by the background and also the colors and hues. Or it could be wrong. She could be seeing someone else. Oh, okay, she is. Oh, okay, so they were revived then. Okay, because I was kind of wondering why things felt off, but never mind. I mean, LA, at least their loved ones were arrived. It may not have been the way they wanted things to be, but it's better than nothing. All right, Chrissy B. I'll let you know about the ending once I finish reacting to the whole thing. But at least here we're getting to see that so far there are consequences to the loved ones being revived. But I could see why Momo. I could see where Momo's coming from, but I wouldn't blame Rika for wanting to press the Akkas for more answers, though. I actually really like how there's actually going through PTSD regarding what they've lost in the past, though. And that's what Rika has to consider. Rika, no, no. Okay, here's Rika fucked up here. Yes, it is nice that Rika wants to confront things, but at the same time, she has to be sensitive of Momo's feelings, though. Because Rika, she's had to forcibly mature to survive in life, considering that her father wasn't responsible and her mother kind of had a bit of issues. Momo's had a much more balanced life, so when it comes through really stressful situations, she's not going to be able to deal with it as easily as Rika. That's when Rika called Momo a coward. I was like, I understand where Rika's coming from, but that might have been the best word. But at the same time, they're youngins, though. Okay, at the very least, looks like Momo doesn't hold much animosity, though. So that was actually a pretty damn good scene. Oh, and hello, Fernando Enrique. Hope you're also having a fantastic day, too. And also, you too, Chrissy B. I just wonder when they're gonna get into against the established antagonist, though, because at least when I look at my timer and how much time is left in the Funimation episode, it's literally the episode on Funimation side's like literally 11 minutes left. Now, when is gonna be enough time for them to take on the main antagonist and have an epilogue in 11 minutes? Oh, now it's getting to the spicy stuff. Wait, what the? I mean, I guess it makes sense why that Nero was acting so dang weirdly, because I was even thinking there's no way she would talk that way towards I. Oh! And that's to say her sister doesn't try to do anything bad to Neru again. I'm assuming whatever they're gonna show her ain't gonna be positive. At least so far on the final episode, it seems like it's been mostly saddening news for all our girls involved. Dang, you got the nose of a bloodhound with the way she was able to sniff that easily. Wait, what? Okay, they really need to expand on the parallel concept, because I understand that that's not the Kotobuki from their world, but how did she get into Ai's world? That's the biggest question. I feel like with this final episode, instead of it feeling like a conclusion, they're opening up just to more questions for a season 2, if the series ever gets one, which we... Yeah, I'm not gonna blame Rika. I mean, I got a little bit freaking peeved hearing the words from the sister. Oh. Frill really is saying that, of all people? Who knows if Frill even it can be attached to the concept of friendship, considering what she's done to other people close to her. I'd say Frill's more like a snake all smells when it comes to her personality. Oh. I mean, can you really blame her considering the circumstances regarding Naru? I know I can't. I mean, the evidence is in the pudding when it comes to the parallel stuff. I mean, Kotobuki is. I'll admit, the background art looks absolutely gorgeous in this shot right here. Whoa! No, I don't want to hear those words from Rika. Aww. The thing is, though, she's gonna have to let go because at the very least, Chemi is alive. As for Manin sacrificed himself so that Rika can live longer. So for Manin's sake, Rika has to live. As for JB, I'm watching off of Funimation's website. Oh man, Nara does not look in the best of... Oh! I'm assuming the relationship between I's mother... Oh, never mind. I thought she was crying for a different reason. By technicalities, though, all the actions that I've done haven't really been bad. It's just that hindsight's 20/20. Considering the information that I've had, the decisions she's made in the past haven't been that bad. Oh, it's actually cool that she has a diary. Aww. Yeah, that's the biggest question with the Neru. She was a major player in the series. Doesn't seem like it's going to be inclined of giving many answers at all. Okay, that's realistic, her drifting apart from the others. That happens in life, actually. I actually don't mind that. Oh snap. I thought for a second she was actually going to be in the presence of Nehru. At least it seemed that way. Wait. Oh, I thought for a second it was actually going to end. You'd have probably seen an angry side from me if it would have just ended like that. The thing is, though, even if she does try to see Nehru, what's to say it's not going to happen again with the whole Kota situation where Kota didn't want anything to do with I. Okay. That. Wait! That's it! Okay. Wow. All I've got to say is that. Three months. 3 fucking months. And that's what they... Okay. Now I can see. Yeah. You know what was the worst part about this finale, Creasy B? They spent so many episodes establishing the bond between Neru, Momo, Rika, and I. Like, how many episodes? Emphasizing their sisterhood. Then all of a sudden, Neru just disappears. And then what happened to... I wanted to stack up against the strongest opponents in the Wonder Egg Priorityverse. Where did that go? It's like the writers forgot about that plot element. It was literally even mentioned in the recap too. And then they have the audacity to have an end credits card saying the end. What the fuck? And before y'all say that we have no right to complain, yes, well, at least I do, because I actually paid money to watch this. I didn't watch this series for free. That's what makes me... Oh, Lord. Wow. That's where part of the anger comes from, when you just spend money and you get this. Because here's another issue with the ending too. Like, literally, it had so much emotion to work with. They could have avenged literally their partners, their pets. That could have worked as a plot element. They didn't do that. There's the whole Frill point. Oh, I guess they didn't do that either. It's like the writers forgot that Frill existed in the final episode. That's really the most seething thing about the finale of the series, because it's like, they said, we need production time. Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but literally, it was 21 minutes. And don't get me wrong, the visuals were good, but damn, I don't think that really needed 3 months of production time. So now it makes me wonder, what the hell were they doing? The animation and production stuff. What the hell? That's why there's a lot of issues with the damn ending, because it's like, lack of resolution, lack of payoff. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind Rika, and company separating, but I would have loved to have seen it over a span of episodes. Now have the episode tell us, one moment we see Momo, Rika, hanging out. Then the next, we get in an exposition dump that their friendship just dissipates. I'm like, that's the laziest way of storytelling. Telling us shit instead of actually showing them slowly drift apart. That's lazy. That's one of the laziest ways. That's the reason why the finale sucks. Because it's like, what happened to Wonder Egg Priority's first 12 episodes, where instead of it telling us things, it explained things through subtle nuances, dialogue, character actions. What happened to that? What? Did the last episode have different writers? Did the writers go to a vacation like Kyoto and Akata and be like, oh yeah, peace out? That's the biggest issue with the finale. Shit, I wasn't even looking for something bombastic. Hell, you can't even call the ending artsy either, because aside from that, another plot point built up was the relationship between Ai's mother and the sensei. We didn't really get a payoff to that either. Nope, you got none of that. Speaking of which, you know somewhere else this series fucked up? With Aka Aka, because I felt like those two were actually going to do something meaningful. With all the build-up they had, we saw their backstories. We saw their reactions to the death of a loved ones. And then this is how they treated too. Oh, jeez. And then it has the audacity of Ai saying, I'm back? Of being all cutesy? What is this? This series was never fourth wall breaking. This ain't Deadpool. This This series treats itself as combatants will be dispatched. It worked in that series when you had characters break the wall. It works in Monogatari when you have characters break the wall. But only when, or even Gintama, it works when you break the fourth wall. But only when the series has such a tone where you can naturally break the fourth wall. This series broke the fourth wall, with it being the first time this series broke its fourth wall. And another issue with the there's another issue with the finale. I mentioned these plot points about beings from parallel timelines, universes, and it did fuck all with that plot point. That could have been amazing. The possibilities could have been endless, but instead, they just have a token Kotobuki show up. And that's another reason why this finale feels so damn epically. It pretty much soils this series. Unless the season 2 happens, this series really fucked itself. Big time. And that's why the script and the character writing for the final episode is bad. There is just so many damn terrible things about it. And I'm really sad because this series, honestly, Wonder Egg Priority had the potential to be one of the best animes of all time. Now it's gone. Utterly gone. I mean, shit. It gives Attack on Titan's manga ending a run for its money. How the fuck is that possible? I have no fucking clue. But it did it. So that's why, if I had to rate this final episode. But before I rate it, let me talk about the positives, because I am fucking straining to think of any positives. Let me answer some live chat comments, y'all. I apologize that I didn't answer some of them while I was ranting, but man, this ending pissed me the fuck off. I agree, Super Warlock 2343. That girl was so damn interesting, and they botched it! They completely, utterly botched it! What the hell? I agree with you, Super Warlock 2343. This series had all the potential in the world. Literally, it dealt with a lot of interesting topics at the start of the series. But I will talk about that once I give my series overview. For now, let me just discuss the good that this episode did, which was almost nothing. Now the good. The animators, you can tell they tried. I'll give them credit. The animators, they worked hard. It's not their fault that they had to deal with such a shitty script. And that's what really angers me too. Like, all these animators did such a great job. And now people are probably not going to appreciate their efforts because of how badly the botching is. That's also what pisses me off, because the animators, you can tell they worked hard. They utilized the three months magnificently. If I'm being honest, like, a lot of the details, like humid clothing during the rain, Ai throwing her phone down, were really good. It's just, damn, their efforts ruined. And I will talk about the voice cast because, honestly, they did a fantastic job. I mean, Kanata, I'm sorry if I pronounced the name wrong, but Kanata Aikawa, I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong, she did a great job as Ai. I mean, honestly, she carried this series the best she could. I mean, if anything, I think she deserves to be in more leading roles. Another performance that was really standing out to me, though, was also Shuka Saito's work as Rika. She was amazing. So I'll give credit to the voice cast. They were amazing. They deserve to be in something better than this. That's also what pissed me off too. The animation staff and also the voice cast being wasted. Man. Fucking man. Now, there's another thing that I also gotta give credit to the series, though. I gotta give credit to the music. It was good. Honestly, the sound director Aiko Fujita did a great job. A lot of the sounds in the series kind of did creep me the hell out throughout the series. And I didn't know this. I'm looking it up on my anime list, but apparently Shuka Saito did a theme song performance. So she did fantastic. So I'll give credit to those people. They deserve it, and I thank them for their work. The biggest fuck up, though, and I'm looking at the staff list, is Shinji Nojima. What the fuck? Did he honestly think that the ending was... How in the hell did he think that the ending was going to be well done? That's where I think the blame should go. Because apparently, Minimalist, he's credited for the original creator and script. So I'm assuming since he has that position, that means the lion's share of the blame goes to him. And I guess you could arguably say the lion's share of the blame for this fuck up in the finale has to go to Shin Wakabayashi too. Because he is the director. But I don't know. Since the directors usually aren't in charge of the script as much as, say, the script and the original creators, I'm not going to be that rough on Wakabayashi Shin Nojima, though. Let me see. Let me see what else he did. Oh, okay, he doesn't have a big... Okay, so he doesn't have a big resume when it comes to animation. Okay. Wow. So, yeah. I guess we know who to blame then for the fuck up of the series. Shinji Nojima. He fucked it. He fucked it up. That's pretty much it. Okay. I guess not if anyone would ask me what ruined it. One Rank Priority. Shinji Nojima. Wow. Well, yeah. That's pretty much my overall thoughts on the final episode. I'm gonna give it overall a 3 out of 10. And that's me being fucking fair, because if it wasn't for the animation quality and art quality, I would have straight up given it 1 out of 10, and I wouldn't have given a fuck. But I gotta give credit to all the people I mentioned before, the voice cast and the animators. They did enough where I'm like, they did a fantastic job. Now, in saying that, here's what I'm gonna rate the series overall, though. The series overall, if I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, straight up, it's easily going to be a 4 out of 10. Because on my scale, 1's abysmal, 5's average, and 10's exceptional. It does not even have the honor of being close to average, because all the ruined plot points, the messed and busted up characterization, I mean, good lord. All this just for one of the worst endings I've ever seen in animation. I just can't with this series anymore. Like, it pretty much lost any bit of goodwill it had. Especially considering the fact that the series, it dealt with a lot of powerful themes. Like suicide, or bullying. It had all that going for it, but it did fuck all with most of its themes. And that's what really agitated me the most about this series. And that's why I gotta set out that score for my rating for One Rank Priority. Honestly, it was a disappointment. But in saying that, if it were to get a season 2, yeah, I'd be curious enough to check it out. But not that I'd have much hope for it, if I'm being honest. Hell no, I wouldn't. And yeah, these are pretty much my thoughts. And the only reason why I'm not giving it overall a 3 or 2 out of 10 is because, honestly, the craftsmanship was amazing from start to finish. That is the only reason why. Because if it wasn't for that, this would have been a 2 or 1 out of 10 straight up. But, anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the final episode in the series in general. Now, right before I go, let me just say thank you to everyone who comments on the live chat. Thank you very much to Hal Grafon, Levi Ackerman, Chimera Yori 3, Mysterious Yoshi LP, Edgar Sayago, Spiral T, Viral Son Crispy B, JB, and Super Warlock 2343. Thank you very much, y'all, for commenting on the live chat. And for everyone else, thank y'all very much for watching my video. Hope y'all rate the vid, share it, comment, subscribe. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, great, safe, and fantastic day. Because as much as I didn't like the finale, reacting to it kind of felt therapeutic. Just getting my emotions after how I felt about the whole thing. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much. And I hope y'all have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye bye.